With Aetherdrift pre-release right around the corner, it's time to break down how fans like you and I are spending our hard-earned money on the set. That's right, we are going to look at every single sold listing of sealed product on TCG Player, break down those numbers, and talk about what the values of those products in their current state means, go over some massive sales that happened, and then talk about what this means for the long-term value of the product, both from a fun Magic the Gathering player experience and from a monetary sense. So if you like conversations like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, because it helps a small channel like mine more than you can possibly imagine. And while you're down there, give the like button a click, because, well, frankly, I never talk about it. Alright, let's get into some numbers. Now, whether Aetherdrift is for you or not, whether you're a fan of the detective hat, cowboy hat, sub-theme sets, and the new race car expansion to the sub-theme sets or not, it's kind of safe to say these sets have actually been selling extremely well on the secondary market. Now, that doesn't mean that they're always a hit with old school Magic fans like myself, but, well, as they say, the numbers don't lie. And Aetherdrift is on track to have some pretty serious and significant sales numbers. Now, it might not be close to Bloomborough, which we will kind of take a little bit of a peek at in this video, but it's doing extremely well. So while we break down these numbers, always remember a couple of things. First and foremost, these are just fans spending their money on the product. It is kind of an overall sense of how people feel about the various things that they're buying. Also, mind you that this is not a picture of every single sold listing of Magic products ever. No, this is comparing Magic products for similar releases, standard releases, sold to the same audience, TCG Player customers, on the same platform, right? This is why this is important to compare and contrast sets against one another. It doesn't necessarily represent a picture of how many Magic boxes have been sold around the world. That is unrealistic from this data, but it's fun to compare, and it's valuable because we can compare it to successful and not so successful sets and see where we land. And without further ado, I want to take a look at Aetherdrift. To do that, we're going to head over to cardboardfinance.com. Application supported completely by the channel members. You guys know the drill by now, so I don't have to pay the server costs out of my pocket. It's $5 a month. Click down below for joining the channel membership. But Aetherdrift is a set that I was excited for, and it's safe to say the community is excited for too. And the leading product being sold in Aetherdrift right now is the Play Booster box. And that, my friends, is meaningful. I want to stress that the fact that the Play Booster box is leading the way here is meaningful. In a set where you have crazy collectible things, serialized cards, it's wonderful to see the core of Magic the Gathering, playing and cracking packs, be what is leading the charge. And it's leading the charge in, I don't want to say in its entirety, but due a great deal to a massive sale that happened on TCG Player. And because of that, when we take a look at the Aetherdrift Play Booster box, we see, well, in January, the average price of the Play Booster box was all the way down at $108.36, $105.36. And the reason for this is because, well, it was on sale for around $105. I think it was $104.99 on TCG Player, and a ton of these boxes sold. And this says something to me. This screams something to me that I just cannot get away from. It screams that if Magic the Gathering is at least a decent product and comes to us at a semi-affordable price, we gobble it up. Our big concerns come when we look at things like Commander Masters, where the price is absolutely insane and it's really hard to get your hands on any of the products. But we said we'd take a small peek at Bloomborough today. Let's take Bloomborough for a wonderful example here. Now, I want you just to close your eyes and imagine with me a Magic the Gathering set where it's a theme that people love. The cards are good, the mechanics are good, the gameplay feels good, and that's how you end up with something like Bloomborough that just sold an absurd number of boxes, again led by the Play Booster box. And with the Commander deck set following up, this is a trend we're going to see in Aetherdrift as well. People love playing Magic the Gathering, and they love it to the point that they want to sit down, they want to jam games. So the big difference here with Aetherdrift is while the Commander deck was on sale, it only does have a 2 Commander deck set, so we're not going to see as pumped of numbers every time someone buys a Commander booster box. They're not buying 4 decks, they're only buying 2. But that doesn't mean they didn't buy them. Look, these Commander deck sets are selling. They're selling like hotcakes. They're absolutely popping off, and you love to see the fact that Magic is a player's game first, and it is excelling in that fashion. But it's not just a player's game. As much as we say Magic is a player's game first, people love playing Magic. It's all about play, and Aetherdrift is succeeding largely because of the play of the set, or the potential perceived play of the set. There are collectible items in this set that are doing extremely well. And we see here the Finish Line bundle is the probably biggest culprit of this outside of the norm. We are going to take a look at the collector booster box here in this video because I think it's one of the most important products for release, but I would be remiss if I didn't start here with the Finish Line bundle, as this product and bundles like the complete bundle behind me, the Nightmare bundle down there on the shelf, these products have really started to engage Magic the Gathering fans in different ways. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. We as a community eat up collectible things, and you might not even realize it. Heck, it might not be for you, and that's totally okay. But largely as a Magic the Gathering community, we like blinging out decks. We like showing off binders. We like shiny, incredible, and rare, valuable things. Heck, if we didn't, these products that we evaluate on a set-to-set basis just wouldn't sell in the numbers that they do. The collector booster box would be entirely useless and go completely unsold if a good portion of our community didn't value the stuff inside it to some extent. And the Finish Line bundle, the Nightmare bundle, the complete bundle, they're doing a wonderful job of capitalizing on this without taxing the consumer to the point of, hey, you have to have $200 to $300 in your pocket as a base just to get started, just to play. Right, just to play in this collector sandbox. The Finish Line bundle says, hey, for the longest time, this thing was $70, $80, a still very expensive but more obtainable number for someone to feel like they're getting involved in the collecting aspect of a release. And this is extremely important. We see the price of this product still going up. I think, I said a video, and if I remember, I'll link it. If not, someone can tell me in chat and yell at me. I distinctly recall I think it's going to be not quite the Phyrexia complete bundle, but better than the Nightmare bundle. That's my take. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So the Finish Line bundle selling a lot better in fact than I really thought it would have. The sales on this product, the numbers we're seeing, it's better than I thought it would have, because I thought we'd see a lot of skepticism. We saw some of this with the Nightmare bundle, but me, oh my, I really like this product. And I am just blown away still by the collector booster box. Look, these collector booster boxes are expensive, especially for standard collector booster box. The average price on the platform is $267.56, but the average price on a month-to-month basis is just continuing to climb into the 280s. Like, this is an expensive collector booster box. People are spending a pretty penny for this product, and it's still selling in numbers that I deem to be impressive at this time. Now, if these numbers don't continue to grow, and the price doesn't start to come down as the numbers grow as we approach release, I will grow more and more skeptical about the short-term value of this product. But the price point that we're sitting at right now, and the interest in the product, the interest in collecting, and the history with serialized cards, and again, I said this a lot, might not be for you, but serialized cards have taken sets literally to the moon. If this continues, really think this box long-term, the collector booster box and the stuff inside of it, is in a really good spot, considering Wizard of the Coast is making collector booster boxes collectible again. Like, they're printing them in a much shorter fashion. There's many less of them out there. I think it's an insane way to approach this product, and I think it's doing extremely well. All in all, I really do believe Aetherdrift is doing well. It is right at the middle of the road set. It is sitting in, perfectly balanced, in my opinion, as all things should be. Not too high, not too low, but I think there's some untapped potential in this product. In fact, I think this thing is much less Karlov Manor than we maybe thought it was going to be to begin with. So I'm excited for Aetherdrift. I'm excited to see everything that's going to come out in this release. I have some collector box openings that I'm doing for members of the channel, for people in the Discord. I'll link the Discord down below. Let me know if you joined the Discord, if you're interested in something like that. I got a couple slots left. I will try to get there early. Remember, channel members do get a discount on those openings. So thank you so much for hanging out. I'll link a video over here. I'll link a non-Aetherdrift video. We talked a lot about Aetherdrift today. Maybe I'll link an old Duskmorn video over here. Let me know what you think of it. And then until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we'll see you around. All right, goodbye, everyone.